Hello, Texas. How we doing out there? I lost 2 pairs of nice sunglasses, so now I'm wearing an $8 set that I got at Target. I give up. You can't have nice sunglasses when you're an idiot like me. It's just not possible. It's not doable. It's not in the cards. You have to be more intelligent to have nice sunglasses. Even if I get nice sunglasses, I'll spend $2,000 a month just on fucking sunglasses. So I'm looking at the last house. So all the other places I looked at were 3 to 5 bedrooms, and I realized there's more people that wanted to come with than I thought. So a 6 or 7 bedroom is what's in the cards. The problem is renting something at 6 or 7 bedrooms in downtown Austin is going to cost me like $9,000 to $12,000 a month, and that's not happening. That's not happening. I'm not paying $12,000. I have a store that costs $13,000 a month. I'm not gonna have a store that's $13,000 and an apartment that's $12,000. That's like $25,000 a month in rent. Fuck that. So I'm up here in a more suburban area. It's like a 30-minute commute away from downtown Austin, and I'm looking at a house that's like, I think, 6 or 7 bedrooms, so that everybody will have their own spot. This way I can offer my employees, like, here, for 6 months or a year, you get free rent. Enjoy. So for 6 months to... The downside is you have to live with each other. But that's the thing. That'll also be the natural instigator to get them to fucking find their own place. Because if they don't, they'll have to live with each other, and that's going to be... I don't know, that's going to be something. That's going to be interesting. So all the other places I saw were on the smaller side. This one's on the bigger side. This one's over $3,500. This one's over $3,500 a month for 6 or 7 bedrooms. But honestly, I just have to pick a place at this point. I can't keep wasting time thinking about this shit. I need to pick a place. I need to settle the fuck down, have a place that I can call home base for myself. Why not rent? So now, again, like, one of the things people will say is just rent a bunch of different apartments. So let's say an apartment is $1,500. What's 6 times 1,500? Can anybody do math? 6 times 1,500 is going to be way more expensive than one $3,500 6-bedroom house, or a $3,800 6-bedroom house. Renting 6 one-bedroom apartments, that's going to be like, yeah, that's going to be like $9,000. Fuck that, bro. You guys fucking made of money? Are you out of your fucking mind, bro? Like, I don't get it. You guys think I'm a lot richer than I actually am. My boss is a billionaire. I am not a billionaire. I'm not. If I was, I'd just buy Texas and I'd be done. Now, you guys have this fantasy land idea of how much money people make just because they have a YouTube channel, which is crazy. I'll read your comments when I get there. I don't have fine, I'll put the earbud in. If you typed it, usually I tell people don't copy and paste, but you're welcome to repeat your comment since I wasn't listening to you for the past 2 minutes. So if you want to repaste your comment, but only do it if it's important. If it's a bullshit comment, then don't do it. I got my earbud. Even when it says it's green for me to make a right, I still look left, assuming that somebody from that side is going to go through a red and hit me. I don't know, it's anxiety from driving in New York. I'm just used to, I assume that everybody is out to kill me. Yo, this is a nice neighborhood. Hello. It's far off, but like, this is, actually, this looks like the place where people don't steal shit from each other. This looks like the kind of place where people don't steal from each other. I like it. That's just defensive driving, true. Why you chose Texas and not Florida? Because Texas has a much better offer of a place. So, and it also had a job offer that pays pretty well and also allows me to work for a guy that wants to give the middle finger to Silicon Valley. Thank you very much, Paul. That's really nice of you. Thank you. It's like probably like a half-hour drive, I'd say, from downtown. It's not horrible. I could deal with a half-hour commute. This is a nice fucking neighborhood. I'm kind of sold on this already, to be honest. Yeah, this is nice. I'll take this. Also, it's not copy and paste. Like Pflugerville, Fugerville, however the fuck you pronounce it. Fuckerville? I'm just gonna call it Fuckerville. Fuckerville was horrible. Like, that place, every house looks identical to each other. Every house looks identical. It's so cookie cutter. Like, it's horrible. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to live in Fuckerville. But Round Rock is not bad. I can fuck with Round Rock. Like, the right block. I don't know what you're talking about with shutting down New York. That doesn't make any sense to me. You guys are not making any sense with what you're saying right now. But let's take a look at this house. Where is my realtor? Where is my realtor? You guys are not making any sense, bro. Here we go. Oh, this place is nice. This is like a fucking mansion. Oh, okay. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. Let's see. Hello. Good to see you. Let's get the... This is a nice looking place.
This is a monster.
Yes. Let's see. All right.
Hold up. 6 bedrooms.
Okay. Let's see what we have here.
Yeah, come on in. Have a peek.
Stop copying and pasting Brasco stuff. Let's see. Large living room, good for stereo. Nice.
Yeah, I love all those windows.
I like the natural light too. I like high natural light.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 99% sold on this. I'm just gonna look around to make sure there's not a dead body hiding somewhere. And if that's the case, I'm sold.
Great. Yeah.
Okay. That's me.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. What I also like about this one, this main bedroom is on the first floor, and the rest of them are all upstairs.
Yeah, I like it. So I get my own private bedroom, and everybody else lives up there. Okay, let's see. Not bad. All we're looking for. I like how the toilet has a door. This is funny. So you have like a private room if you're taking a shit. Look at this. So when you're taking a shit, you're in here. This place is over $3,600. Captain Obvious again. Who's Captain Obvious? What are you talking about? Another bathroom. Garage. If they have a 220 volt outlet in here so that I don't have to install one, that would be so cool, but I get it. I'm asking for too much. Oh, I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, leaving myself notes.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, you have 2 living rooms here.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Big space. Yeah.
Okay.
This one's almost 4,000 square feet.
I know. That's me. Okay, you got a bedroom. One bedroom. Yo, it comes with the washer and dryer. I don't have to fucking buy one and pay somebody to hook it up. I like that. I got too much shit to do to fucking deal with buying appliances. Okay, you got 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. This place is fucking gigantic. 3 bedroom. 4 bedroom. And 5 bedroom. You get this one, but this one doesn't seem to have a door. Oh well, so somebody won't have any privacy. That's fine. Let me just count this again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind, it is 6. 4, 5. Okay, so it is 6. You get an upper living room. All right. I'm sold.
Like this one?
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
What do they need for me to prove that? Guess.
Yeah.
Prove
so
I'm not a drug dealer.
you are, as long as you don't prove income. So what I will do is this one's a little bit different than the last one I took the application for, and they're all a little bit different sometimes. I will email you directly the Texas Association of Realtors application form for you to fill out and sign electronically.
Mhm.
Once you do that, I already have your proof of income. If you could just take a photo of your government issued photo ID.
I have a passport. Does that work?
That's fine.
Because I lost my ID.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, as long as it's just like a photo ID. But he's not gonna have it. He just lost his ID.
I lost two IDs. I actually had I have a New Hampshire one and a New York one. And I was using the New York one even though it's expired just to go, but like I actually lost both of them while I was traveling. Now I have a passport and that's it.
That's what my husband uses because he doesn't have his ID either.
It takes so long to go to the DMV.
Well, it
What
takes so
time
long
is
to
it?
go to the DMV, and then the DMV takes so long to.
They're also going to mail it to an apartment that's 1,200 miles in the other direction.
It's crazy, but your passport should work.
Okay,
it's fine. Then typically those three things I will submit over to the listing agent.
Did I already send you the credit report and background check thing, or?
You did, and I will send that to them. There's a chance they will still want to run your credit separately.
That's fine.
But as soon as we send over the application, copy of your ID, and the proof of income today, they should be able to give us information on the next step on how you pay the application fee, which is $60. And then once your application is approved, as long as everything goes through okay, they will drop a lease to start whenever you want to take possession.
Alright, works for me.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, the sooner the better for me.
Cool. I figured you said you were staying with your boss, right?
Yeah.
Ready to get your own place. Which
Yeah.
I get, but yeah, this is a very cool house. It's a monster, but it'll be good for if you're gonna have multiple people.
Yeah, it works for me.
So,
In the beginning, it's just going to be me. They're not going to come in for several months later.
right. But it gives you a chance to get settled in here.
Yeah, the sooner the better. So,
Great.
send me the link to all the stuff, and
I will.
I'll get it done.
Yep, I'm actually headed back to my office after this, so once I get landed there from my computer, I'll email it over to you, and I'll send you a quick text to let you know that I sent it.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is definitely it. Thank you.
Great, of course, yeah.
Sorry for torturing you. You showed me like probably a dozen places at this point.
Not torture ever. I love looking at houses. This is, I love this job. And what is most important, it sounds really salesy, but really what's most important to me is that you feel comfortable and you find the house that you want to stay in.
I like it. And all the places that you showed me were actually exactly what they said they were in square footage and everything else.
Yeah, but.
Realtors in New York City are not honest, but you've been honest, and I appreciate it.
Sure, yeah.
You're the
no.
opposite of a New York City realtor, and I mean that is the best compliment you could ever have.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, I want you to be happy with where you're at. You're gonna be here for a while.
Yep.
You know? So, yeah, I'll text you over that info, or I'll text you once I email you that info. But
Okay.
all good.
Were there any other people looking at this one, or not? No, just me.
They didn't say that they had any other applications at this point, so I would say let's just get our stuff over today if we can. And I'm sure that you are well qualified for this one, so I wouldn't even be worried about other
Okay.
applicants.
If they do have other applicants, feel free to tell them that I'd be open to paying the entire year up front.
Okay,
Just because I'm just tired of looking for shit, and I just need to get something set and moving.
totally get that.
'Cause I've gotten myself into a strange situation where I have two companies, two nonprofits, and a full-time job, and like, I don't know. I have so much shit to do that I just can't, like.
When do you sleep?
I don't. That's why I look like this.
Oh no.
But, yeah, so if there's other people, just tell them I'd be open to doing that so that they, like, that usually gets the other people to go away. It worked in my current apartment, but.
No, yeah, it does. You're right. There aren't other people who are ready, willing, or able to pay the entire thing up front. So we'll definitely use that as a negotiating tool if we need it.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Awesome. Of course. Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
Good to see you again, too. Thank you so much for everything. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. I mean that.
All right,
Really.
bye-bye.
See you later.
Holy fuck, it's hot in here. Jesus Christ, it's boiling in this car. I like, the AC was set to low, and low temperature, like 60 Fahrenheit and high, and it's still, I got out of the car for like 4 minutes, and it's boiling. Jesus Christ. So what do we have here? Let's see. Dude, I'm just not, like, I'm not wasting any more time on this Aware Penguin. There's 4 things that I've had to do that I haven't done. There's one thing I've had to deal with. I had to deal with the supervisor from my New York audit. I put that off. I put off applying for a conference. I put off a meeting with a potential investment, all just to like run out and see these different fucking homes. And I just like, I don't have the time or the energy for it anymore. It's just not worth it to me. It's not worth the lost. Let's see. So what do we have before I get out of here? This chat right now. If she's not scamming you in square footings, then that's hot. Bro, she's been honest about everything. This realtor is worth her weight in gold. I'm serious. After I rent this place, I'm going to do a dedicated video on this realtor because they were actually honest every step of the way. She deserves it. She has no idea that I'm famous, which is really cool because she's been honest to me. She's been honest. She's been helpful. I've viewed like probably 13 places at this point. Like I've wasted so much of this fucking woman's time. It's unbelievable because I didn't know exactly what I needed. And she has smiled the entire way. Every single place we saw was exactly what was advertised. No bullshit. She deserves it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to give a shout out. Too bad she's married. I don't want to fuck my realtor, man. That's not it. No, that's not. No. Don't shit where you eat, bro. Don't shit where you eat. Ask if she's heard of Alan Parsons. Don't shit where you eat, man. Do not shit where you eat. No. Her purpose is to find me a place to live. That's her purpose here. That's what it is. And that's that. Page quarters in tech. Most of Austin suburbs. Kevin gets the one with no door. Orhan, that's actually a living room. Orhan, so this is 6 bedrooms. There's 6 bedrooms with a door, and then there's that one that doesn't have a door in the upstairs. I'm getting downstairs. I'm taking downstairs because I'm paying almost $4,000 a month for this fucking house, so I get to choose my bedroom first. And I'm taking one of the living rooms for my stereo. I don't know which living room I'm going to take, but one of those is going to be my stereo and my room for doing videos. So I'm probably, like one of the rooms downstairs is my stereo and my video creation room, which I'm going to have all the acoustic panels on, and the rest of the house can be up to you guys. Where was I? But yes, Orhan, I'm sticking by my deal, 6 months to a year rent-free, as long as you're open to living in this place. But Orhan, just to be clear, do not judge whether or not you want to come here based in this neighborhood. This is like the Staten Island of Texas. Like, you're not going to find, what excited people about 6th Street up here. But I will give you a ride down to the part of Texas where you can actually have some fun. Let's see. Why'd you choose Texas and not Florida? A job opportunity and an amazing opportunity for a store. What do we have? Would it not be better to target our area that's mostly old people? I don't know what you're talking about with targeting. I bet they're not going to have laundry units included. Well, Amanda, they did! They did! I don't have to buy that shit. That's cool. So I'm going to start driving once I have, once it's cool in my car. I got to get my windows tinted. New Hampshire made me remove my fucking window tints, which really pissed me off. That pissed me off. But I gotta get my windows tinted. I also have, now that I have an address, I can actually, once I have an address, I'll be able to register. I will be able to get a DMV ID. Once I have a DMV ID, I'll be able to get my car registered. Once my car is registered and inspected, then I can get my windows tinted to a tint that is illegal for Texas. Because you're not supposed to get your illegal window tints and then get inspected. You're supposed to get inspected and then you get your illegal window tints. That's how they do it in New York City. So I don't know if that's the way you do it in Texas. We need like 8 bedrooms. Fuck that, and no. Fuck no. Now more than 6 bedrooms, and I'm paying $12,000 a month for a house. That's not happening. I really didn't think more than 4 or 5 people would show up, but now we're getting to the point where like 6 people, 7. I had one new person message me today saying that they wanted to show up. So it's like the people who show up first are going to be the ones that get the free year of rent. The people that show up later, you got to find your own place. What do we have here? What's the rest? I gotta pick up a microphone actually. I gotta see you later. Thank you. Such a lovely realtor. McMansion-y, I don't give a fuck, man. It fits what I need. That's what I need. Look, a message got deleted. Let's see. Every time somebody deletes a message, it thinks I'm trying to focus rather than click view deleted message. It drives me nuts. That's a $200 super chat, Ronnie Zimmerman. Actually, that's a $500 super chat. That's a special question. Damn it, how do you... Viewing deleted messages takes so much fucking work. Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't get why you have to click like 20 times to get it to view. No, she's not, Orhan. She's not. No. But again, don't shit where you eat. Orhan, never shit where you eat, bro. Tell them you're an influencer now. You need a pool. Thank you, Ricardo. Dibs in the second biggest room. There you go. Okay. You should buy a place. I'm not buying a place yet. Screw that. Wait for the market to crash. I think I could buy this place. Lewis will take you sightseeing. Yes. Sightseeing on 6th Street is a lovely hobby. Why'd you pick Tesla? I have a 1 hour long video on this channel. You can find it if you just search. Yeah, just search this channel. There's a 1 hour video on that with a bunch of citations in the description. Let's see. If you ain't first, you're last. Yes. You a wired guy, Ace. I don't know what the fuck that means. You sound like you're on drugs. She found you a house and she's honest. Imagine that. Yes, Mary, she is. Good person. This is residential real estate, not commercial now. I did not death by TV because there wasn't anything that I needed there. Was she hot or no? I don't want to. It's not important. The R anti-work people know you're giving employees free rent for several months. No, but that doesn't matter. They're communists. So the concept that I'm the owner of the company, regardless of the fact that I did like in 2009, 2010, 2011, and most of 2012, there were no employees, and like I was working from 7 in the morning till 11 at night. But that doesn't matter to r/anti-work. R/anti-work thinks that you are on the same level as the owner of the company, even if you're walking into the company after it's already been built, because they're fucking communists that have no concept of building a business or economics. They're always going to hold that against me, regardless of what I do. So fuck them. R/anti-work and gargle my balls. Does it include a pool? I don't know. I honestly didn't even ask. I don't care. This has everything else that I needed, and nothing else did. And now, don't judge based on the sleeve tattoo. Wouldn't it be better to rent a few small apartments? Yes, renting 6 apartments at $1,500 to $1,800 each is definitely smarter than paying $600 or $3,800 for a house. Definitely. Spending $9,000 is way smarter than spending $3,000. I don't know. I used to think you guys could do math. I used to think you guys knew how to do math. Apparently not. Do you miss New York City? Not at all. New York City can suck my dick. I can't wait for that fucking audit to be over so I can do the video where I share all the news on it. I can't wait to. I can't wait. It's actually killing me. What are the house rules going to be? I don't have any right now. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh. I don't really miss New Hampshire. New Hampshire, like, it was very dead. Like, it just didn't. New Hampshire as a state is very dead. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a place to retire to. It's not a place to live if you're young and you want to. Let me just get my earbud in so I can hear shit. New Hampshire is not a place to move to if you actually have. How do I put this? Yeah, New Hampshire is not my jam. It's not my jam. It's not for me. You know, one thing that I like about older cars from the 80s is that you could just look out your rearview mirror, or you could just turn your head like this and see directly out behind you. And in like my dad's Delta 88 1989 Oldsmobile, you could see, like, you didn't need to use a rear camera. Like, you didn't need a camera to see out the back of it. You could just like do this, and you could actually, like, now in any modern car, you do this, you can't see a fucking thing out there. It's like completely invisible. Nice little neighborhood. I don't hate driving. I hate driving in New York City. We like to have another car rather than Tesla. When somebody else comes up with something that you could do nationwide, that has an electric car with a decent nationwide charging network, yes. Also, I really would prefer to purchase a car from a company that did not spend millions of dollars on ads calling independent repairers rapists. A big problem that I have with General Motors, Ford, Nissan, Toyota, and Honda is that they paid millions of dollars to fund television advertisements claiming that independent mechanics would get people raped in a parking lot and break into their house. That bothered me a little bit. I didn't like that very much. I thought that was unfair. Like, I'm not a rapist. It's not very nice implying that Rich Rebuilds is a rapist is not nice. It's not nice at all. I don't really care about winter weather in this area, bro. I lived in New Hampshire. Like, I did winter in New Hampshire. There's nothing that will surprise me at this point. You walk outside to negative 14 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds, and you're ready for anything. Like, this year I did summer in Florida and winter in New Hampshire. Like, what? There's no weather that's going to surprise me. There's no weather that's going to confuse me. Traffic in Texas is a very general question that's unanswerable because it depends on the area that you're in. BMW do battery power cars? Not really. Yeah, like you're stuck at the mercy of EVgo. Sonny, I'm streaming, you fuck. Sonny, why are you calling me? I'm in the middle of a stream, you prick. What am I reading off of? I can't read, I'm driving. But I'll let you guess what this earbud in my ear is for. I'll let you guess what my earbud is for. Talk to Sony. I don't think Sony's very interested in talking to me. They're a multinational conglomerate. I also don't have much to say to Sony. But you limit right to repair to anyone and everyone or no? No, I'm doing the opposite. Right to repair is already limited. That I'm trying to get rid of the limitations. It is, Rohan. It's fucking annoying sometimes. It's a broken thing, Mandara. It's a broken, like, dude. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a video at some point showing you what it's like to use ChargePoint and Electrify America and EVgo. That shit is all broken. Like, that shit is as broken as a fucking payphone in New York City before they got rid of them. So, like, in New York City, a payphone is really a urinal. It's not a payphone because none of them actually work as a phone. They only work as urinals. Electric vehicle chargers are the same way. Most of that shit doesn't work, and they don't fix it forever. Like, one example. The one in the Bedford, New Hampshire Whole Foods parking lot. I think that's EVgo. That shit has not worked for almost a year. And they still haven't fixed it. I mean, the last time I tried it was, I think, in May. Like, it only works if you call the company and get them to activate it manually. They're never going to fix it because they don't care because nobody uses it. It's like, that shit, in theory it works. In practice it doesn't. Yes, partially. That's the idea. Where are you? I am in Round Rock, Texas, driving to downtown Austin. Where are you, Michelle? Are you in Texas? Yeah, Aaron, I don't want to get scammed. I don't want to get Matthew Santoro. Looking over your shoulder is pointless, fake respect. In a modern vehicle, it's literally pointless. That's the thing. So, in a modern vehicle, if you look over your shoulder, you can't see anything out the rear window. Like, if you're driving an Oldsmobile Delta 88 from 1989, you can look behind over your shoulder, and through the rear view window, you can actually see everything. In most modern vehicles that I've tried to drive, when I look behind me out the rear window, I don't see shit but the sky. It's and I think it's because the way they build. To be clear, I'm not a car person, so please correct me because I'm going to butcher this. But the whole concept, I think, the way it works is it's supposed to be like the car is designed in a way where it's less likely to roll over in a crash, and as a result of that engineering, like you can't see out the rearview mirror. Not the rearview mirror. You can't see out the rear window, not the rearview mirror. The same way, but yeah, like it's not about. I don't think it's about the age of the driver. Because people have said like, young kids can't drive without a camera, and that's bullshit. That's cope. It's you guys grew up with cars that actually allowed you to see out the rear window. Because at first I thought it was a skill thing, and then I actually tried in a 1980s Oldsmobile, and I looked behind me and I was like, wait, I can see everything that I can't see in a modern car out the window. And like again, if there's a safety benefit to it, then fine, I'll accept it. I'm not complaining about it. It's just, it's interesting to note how easy it is to see out of those vehicles versus modern ones. And why am I in a lane where nobody's moving? Oh, because I'm stupid enough to stay in it, that's why. That's why. Okay, let's go ahead of this moron. Wait, I did a New York thing. That's funny. Yeah, I changed lanes just to have to change lanes again. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. That was a New York thing right there. Bruh. Hey. Honestly, New York drivers in Texas are really there's nothing that's been as bad as TLC plates in New York City. That's a unique form of hell. That's a unique form of shit driver. I have to be in the right lane anyway, so I might as well go over here. I did not move yet. I have to have a house first. You guys are always putting the cart before the horse. I just showed up to a house that I wanted and got a rental application, and you're asking if I moved yet. Dude, I just looked at the house. I literally just looked at it. Like, how do you move into a house when you've just looked at it? Did you hear that? He smashed his brakes. He was trying to make the light, and then he pussied out of it. It is... Thank you, Paul, and for the misspelling of it. Try reversing with a manual and working clutch. That sounds like a pain in the ass. If there are any issues with the rental house, do you take care of it? Or there's a property management company? I guess that's going to be in the lease that I sign. It's in their best interest to take care of the issues because it's not my house. Like if they want, I'm not fixing shit that's broken in there. I'm not going to live there permanently. So if something, yeah. I'm not a great boss. I don't think I do the right thing for people. The right thing to do would have been to figure out how to succeed in New York State so that they wouldn't have to put them in a situation where I'm asking them to move across the country. That would have been the right thing to do. Getting people a house they can live in rent-free, in a different part of the country is the wrong. Like I'm already doing the wrong thing by failing as a business owner in the state that I'm in. This is just trying to make up for it a little bit. Look at this little Mitsubishi trying to fucking race me. Get out of here, bro. Your little 1980 Mitsubishi Lancer. And your screeching brakes that sound worse than the ones on my bike. GTFO. I'll smoke you from the light. I'm a douchebag New York driver. I'll smoke you. Okay, he's about to smoke me. I would have to smoke the Mustang in order to smoke the Mitsubishi Lancer, and I gotta be in this lane to make a right anyway. I'll give you the win, bro. I'll give you the win. Come on. Come on. Come on, I know you wanna. Come on, zoom past me. Zoom. Zoom, little Mitsubishi Lancer. Zoom! Yes. Yes. Good little Lancer. Ah, you beat me to the red light. You win, you fuck. You win, you little fuck. Alright. Let's get on the highway. The Texas 45 West. Let's do this. Texas tag. I hope this is compatible with EasyPass, because if it's not, I'm gonna wind up with like $5,000 in fines for going through shit I'm not supposed to. Does Texas tag work with EasyPass? Does anybody know if Texas tag and EasyPass, like if you're registered for EasyPass and you have the shit in your car and your license plates are registered to EasyPass, if that works? Yes, I know it's a toll road. No fucking shit, bro. Okay, so that means that when I go back to New Hampshire, I'm gonna have like $10,000 in fines. Because I know SunPass in Texas is compatible with EasyPass. Okay, so I'm gonna have a bunch of mail with like I'm gonna have a fucking stack of tolls in my mailbox then, is what you're telling me. Yeah, fuck. That's lame. There should be one standard for the whole country with this shit. Okay, that's lame as fuck. Is there a way I could pay, like, is there a way to look these up and pay them online? Like, can you just look it up, Texas tag online by your license plate and just pay all your tolls? Or do I actually have to go to my apartment in New fucking Hampshire and pay each of these with a manual check? Because that would suck. That would be some bullshit. Okay, cool. If I could pay online, I'll do that when I get back. Yeah, that's not too bad then. Writing off as business expense doesn't make it. It doesn't matter if you're writing something off. You don't want to get fined to begin with. You want to make sure that if you go through an Easy Pass lane and you don't have an Easy Pass, you get fined $50. Like, fuck. Right? People have this idea that if you write something off, you didn't lose money, which is so beyond. I don't understand how people's brain works. Like they think, okay, I spent $100,000 on this, but it's a write-off. It's like, yeah, but you could have paid yourself that money. Hey, Alana, how are you? Holy shit, we have 359 people watching this. By the way, did I accidentally do this to the main channel, or is this the live channel? How is my live channel getting more viewers than my main? My main channel gets me about 300 live viewers. This makes no fucking sense, bro. This channel has 80,000 subscribers and I have more live viewers than my channel with 1.7 million. That makes no sense. Clearly it's the better logo. True. By the way, everybody, say hello to Sherlock. Sherlock does my thumbnails. He's the shit. Yes, I am, Matthew. Yes, I am. Go cry in anti-work about it. Go cry in anti-work about it. Tell him how evil I am. Tell him how horrible I am. Tell him how I should be in a guillotine like Jeff Bezos, the exploiter. am. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna wind up with like, I'm afraid to check Texas tag. I probably have like $300 in unpaid tolls. This is gonna be fun. How long do you have to pay the toll before you get a fine? Because some of these tolls are gonna be 5 or 6 weeks old. I thought they were getting charged to my Easy Pass this whole time. Oh, this is funny. I gotta get myself a Texas tag. Oh, fuck. Yeah, every 30 days. Fuck me. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have like 50. Oh, I look forward to checking my toll bill when I get home. Express lane. Fuck that. No. No. No express lane. Get out of here. There is no broad, and if there was, we wouldn't be referring to her as a broad. Who's the broad? What broad? What are we talking about? It's like the Broad Channel. There's a place in New York City called the Broad Channel in South Brooklyn. They think about buying a new laptop. Which one is the best? The best laptop is the one that fits your needs and is the best for you. The best laptop is the one that's the best for you. That's what it is. You want the laptop that's the best for you. By the way, we have over 300 live viewers and barely 100 thumbs up. We gotta fix that, man. Come on. Come on. What are we doing here? I'm gonna need to see some more upvotes. We have almost 400 people watching, not even 200 upvotes. Bruh. Come on. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. You're getting a stream with engagement. I have an earbud in my ear that's reading me your chat so that I can engage with you as I drive. You get to get a nice little tour of Texas. You get to have me curse you guys out on a regular basis. You gotta see at least 300. Minimum 300 upvotes. Let's fix this. I make no promises on the Slinky. Easy Pass works throughout Texas. Well, that's cool. So then I have been paying these all along. Can I get a tour of 6th? Aaron, later on. It's Sunday, so you're not going to see much. Yesterday there was quite a view. This honestly is not the worst commute in the world. It's like 25 minutes. Oh, Michelle, that's way too much. Thank you. I appreciate it. God bless. Renting a house. I'm excited. I feel like I went a little too overboard. I told the woman, if there's anybody else looking to rent this, can you just tell them that I'll pay like 6 months or a year up front? Usually telling a landlord I'll wire you $40,000 tomorrow after signing the lease gets them to pick you over the other applicants. I'm sick and tired of going back and forth on. I can't do that. Like, there's so many things that I had on my list of shit that I wanted to do today. And I actually cut a meeting short earlier today so that I could go view this house. I need this part over. I gotta visit New Hampshire, get my shit out of there, visit the place in New York, get my shit out of there, you know, pay Steve to help me with the U-Haul, move all the crap to Texas, and then I can focus on my work, my nonprofits, my YouTube channel, and my new job, my conferences, investments for this business, and everything else with a clear head. But I need to have a home. I need to have a home base. This place is a fine home. Well, the thing is, I looked, and for what I want specifically, there's very few houses available. There's very few that have exactly what I'm looking for. I want a commute that's under a half hour. I want 6 bedrooms or more. I want natural lighting in a gigantic living room that I can use for YouTube videos and also for my stereo. And I want there to be space for laundry. I want there to be a nice garage, but also space for more than 3 cars to park. And I want it to be available right now. And under $4,000 a month. So there's a bunch of shit that I wanted. And this fits it. It's like I'm not going to waste time going through every place. Well, I already wasted time viewing like 13 different places. I uploaded 4 or 5 of them to the YouTube channel. Alright. Breaking your lease on the New York building. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Fat Cat Flyer. Yes, I am. I am breaking my lease on that building. Yes, I am. I'm done with it. I have a clause in there that says that I can leave, as long as I leave the place broom clean, I can leave and stop paying them, and that's what I'm going to do. I know that people are going to say that, like, people coming into my neighborhood and saying they'll pay a year of rent up front is why I can't afford stuff. Like, I know there's people that are going to say that and try to make me feel bad, but I don't give a fuck, because you guys have been doing that to New York City for the last 20 fucking years, bro. Like, Williamsburg used to be affordable. The East Village used to be, or the Lower East Side used to be where broke people lived. You know, like Bed-Stuy used to be where broke people lived. Bushwick used to be where broke people lived. And all these people from every other fucking podunk part of the country moved to New York City and made it unaffordable for the people that lived there their whole lives. So when I hear people say, well, people from blue states are moving to my state and making it expensive, yeah, I just can't take that shit seriously. Because, like, I've dealt with that. Like, literally, the area that I live in, you can hear gunshots at night. And it's expensive because of the gentrification from people outside of New York that have moved there. So I got no fucking, zero sympathy on that shit. Zero sympathy. I pay $2,100 a month for a studio in a neighborhood where there's shootings. Like, no guilt, bro, no guilt. That capitalism at work, baby, capitalism at work. Yo, do we? Oh shit. Oh, yo, we got a retard in the chat. Yo, hello, retard. Look, Mr. Knight, the IT guy. Damn, you fucking stupid, bro. Oh man, we have a bona fide retard. Everybody wave at Mr. Knight and say hi. And say hi. Damn, that is a dumb fuck right there. That is a certifiably dumb fuck right there. Oh, so the white car is free, Dan, and the other colors cost money. There's a lot of certain things I'm willing to pay for, and other things that I'm not willing to pay for. I'm not willing to pay money for. I'm willing to pay more money for more range, but I'm not willing to pay money for a different color. Alana, we may have run out of room for you. Don't vote for Beto. Yo, fuck Beto. I'm not voting for that douche. Honestly, I don't like Greg Abbott either. But when I vote for Greg Abbott, I'm gonna be holding my nose. Like, I think Operation Lone Star is a massive waste of money. There's a lot of shit I disagree with Greg Abbott on. But again, like, until the Democratic Party apologizes for the events of 2020, I can't vote for them. Like, if Beto comes out and says, listen, we apologize for being a party of lockdowns. We apologize for being a party that kind of gave that was, you know, dealing with all the people destroying businesses with kid gloves. Like, fine, I'll consider it. I need an apology. Well, oh, John, different companies do different things. You know what's weird? Other companies will give you like a black or a gray car, but charge you extra for white. Tesla gives you white for free, but charges extra if you want the car to be black or red. Also, the beeping is me turning autopilot on or off. That's what you're hearing for the people curious about the beeping. Yeah, I'd probably hold my, again, like, if I would give Greg Abbott my vote so far, if Beto is the competitor, but I'd hold my nose while doing it. I'd probably have to take I'd probably have to take a pill so that I don't throw up in the booth. I'd throw up a little in the voting vote. Matthew, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I wasn't a liberal for the 33 years I lived in New York City. You may find it hard to believe this, but when a party says that you're not, whether it dictates whether or not you are not essential or not essential, and just kind of watches as businesses all get destroyed, they tend to lose their core. They tend to lose small business owners as a constituency. I know this is a surprise to a lot of people. I know. This probably is a major surprise, but that shit doesn't. Round Rock is a commute. Yes, it is. It is a commute. It's a long commute. Oh, well. I love how the person behind me is going like 60 miles an hour into an exit that does this. That's not very smart. That's pretty careless. You shouldn't be doing that. Yield. Yes, sir, I will yield. 5, 4. Oh my God, you're missing a bumper. Okay. I'm going to stay away from you, sir. You see a car that's almost missing a bumper? That is a car to stay away from. I'm thinking of getting something to eat from Sweet Green. Parties are not sports teams. True. Yeah, like again, as I say, I'm not like excited to make my vote, you know? Like, there are 2 candidates that I ever voted for where I was excited. Ron Paul, Republican primary 2008, and Larry Sharp, governor election 2018. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so those are the 2 elections where I was actually like, I was happy. I felt like, yeah, I felt pride in my vote. Every other time that I voted, I kind of feel like I feel like puking. You know, I don't usually like, yeah, I'm voting. Like, no, when I vote for Greg Abbott, I'm going to be throwing up in my mouth as I do it, but doing it because I hate the other person more. Like, yeah, just to be clear, I'm going to be puking as I do that. See if Amazon delivered any more stuff. And I just missed my turn. That was stupid. That was dumb. Oh well. We can always make the next turn. No big deal, no big deal. No big deal, no big deal. $3,800 for a house in the Bay Area. It's 3 bedrooms, and you pay it myself. I don't know why you. I guess. Okay. I don't really care, but congratulations on paying it yourself. I like the basics of nature. This guy is completely opposite. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does the basics of nature mean? I don't think most people like the basics of nature as much as they think. Comparing a bidet in a nice house to taking a shit inside of a... to taking a shit and wiping your ass with a leaf. Oh yeah, that's that New York turn right there. Okay, that was a bit too New York. That guy wasn't letting me go, so I had to do something that was kind of douchey. That was the New York, I need to make my turn here. But admittedly, I did the New York, I need to make my turn because the guy behind me was doing the New York, I'm not letting you go. So the two happened, that doesn't happen inside of a vacuum. Usually that happens because of another douchebag. But it's still kind of douchey for me to do that. I shouldn't be doing that shit. I will not leave my voting habits in New York, but I do need to learn how to leave my driving habits in New York. My New York driving habits are going to get me shot in Texas. My friend Jake, he moved here from Tennessee. He grew up in Knoxville and he spent his adult time in Johnson City, Tennessee. He said if you drive in any other state in the country the way people drive in New York, you'll get arrested. And true. Very true. Like, fact check true. Okay, let's see. You could go to the hipster grocery, pay to park across the street, then walk to the free parking garage. You know what, Carrie? You know what, Carrie? You know what? You can just keep picking on me. How about that? It makes you feel good to keep picking on me. But I was surprised that nobody pointed that out yesterday. I was expecting somebody to. I thought that somebody might point that out yesterday because that did happen, and nobody did. But yes, I did park. That was a different Whole Foods than the one that I usually go to that does not have free parking, and I confused them. I have to see if Amazon delivered any more of this shit that I was waiting for. I said that I would check and see if it was here. Did they leave it here? I was surprised to see that Amazon delivers shit on Sunday. They were hiding it behind this pillar. Okay. You know what, Carrie? The Republicans changed the mid-convention to keep Ron Paul from getting the nomination. Yeah, I don't know. That was a bit scummy. Just because of your rant and drive, I subscribed. Oh. Yo, we have 420 live viewers right now. Anybody notice that? Why do we have 420 live viewers? We had exactly 420 for a quick second there. That's cool. Don't know if anybody noticed that. Oh, cool. Got some shit in here. Got some stuff for the repair workshops coming in. Now all I need is a building. All we need is a building and we're set. It's kind of cool to work someplace that has a Texas flag up. One sec, I gotta take a piss. Excuse me. call Amazon because they screwed up a lot of the order and they didn't. There's a bunch of shit that they didn't send me that they're supposed to send me, which kind of aggravated me. Hello.
Oh, hey, man.
How are you? And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm just leaving.
Okay, sounds good, man. I'll see you.
Enjoy yourself. So do you guys want to see the building that I was thinking of using in the meantime for the repair workshop thing? I'll show you it because it's actually right by the sweet green. Got an ad from Manscaped asking me have your balls thanked to you yet as soon as I open the stream. Well then, that's interesting. That's not what I would expect. It's not what I would expect. That's a strange occurrence. Very strange occurrence. Why don't you rent close to a metro rail station? Our public transportation in Texas is not really that great, Miguel. Because I want to rent something that's 6 to 7 bedrooms. That's not $1 billion. And there's like 2 or 4 choices for that. Don't forget you have to cool and heat that very large space. It's cheaper than renting 6 separate apartments for 6 separate people though, you know? Is this the reason Lewis left business because of Apple M1? I didn't leave my business. What are you talking about? I didn't leave my business. I still have a Ross Repair Group. I gave you a full 24-hour reprieve before teasing about it. You're messed up, Cat. By the way, Carrie, here's the thing. You can make it up to me. Here's how you can make it up to me. There was the name of a place in downtown Austin where I could walk in and buy a Rode TRRS video mic. And a Rode, not the Rode microphone that has XL, like a 3.5 millimeter output, the one that plugs into a phone with a 3.5 millimeter jack. Can you tell me the name of that place? Because I want to go and pick it up today. I keep putting it off, but if I don't do it today, I'm never going to do it. If you do that, Carrie, I'll forgive you for picking on me. You should also use USPS informed delivery to check mail redirect option. USPS loses everything. They're clusterfucks. My business didn't crash in New York. It just doesn't make it. It's not making what it should. But yeah, it's not crashed. I wouldn't call it crashed. On a slow decline, and it's a slow decline, and rather than let it slowly decline and die, I would like to take control of it and do what needs to be done before that happens. Which is, so I'd like to make a preemptive strike and reorganize it as a more profitable company. We don't even have 300 upvotes. We had 420 live viewers and not even 300 upvotes. Man, you guys must not. Guess people don't enjoy these streams very much, do they? TLC waterfall. You're silly. Thank you, Neuropilot. I can't read Super G. You have to, okay, so for the person, I don't know who it was because I forget the name. For the person bitching I didn't read Super Chat, you have to understand that I'm having all these comments read to me by an earpiece. Like, I'm trying to keep all these comments. So if I start talking about one comment for 30 seconds, while I'm talking about that comment, I have to try and retain in my head all the chats that happened in that time. Like, I'm in a car, man. The expectations that some of you people have are insane. Like, I don't have a chauffeur. Like, you didn't read Super Chat. Like, you're leaving a Super Chat for a person driving a car. You want me to, like, crash into something? I don't know what you expect. Also, 99% chance the only person super chatting is Paul. And he kind of knows what to expect at this point. Paul knows that I love him. No homo, but Paul. Round Rock, Godden. Round Rock, assuming that my application goes well. That house of a basement? I don't think so. It has enough space for all my shit. Like, that house has enough space for all my shit. It has two living rooms downstairs and one living room upstairs. So that's more than enough space for me to put all my shit. Shut the fuck up, Tesla. Let's see. I'll show you the place where I would like to temporarily. So there's a building that in January or February is going to be ready for us, where I'll be able to have my store and also be able to run the repair workshops, but all day. Like, I used to run the repair workshops, you know, like once every few months. Now I'll be able to run that shit every day, which is really cool. But I want to show you the place where the repair workshops are going to be, where I'd like to be able to do temporary ones until that place is ready. I gotta see what it is I'm gonna be allowed to do. I have to figure out how I'll be able to set this building up, because this building is kind of a shithole right now. This building is a bit of a shithole. Customer service zone. Am I a customer? Maybe I'm a customer. Also going to be able to go to Sweet Green. I know, I'm eating corporate food, but I like Sweet Green. Am I allowed to like Sweet Green? I think I'm allowed to like Sweet Green. This building is kind of a shithole, but I don't know, he owns it. I'm going to turn it into something nice. So I just want to put a basic wall up in this place. I showed you this in the first video I did with Aaron. So my idea is to put some tables up. Okay, fill this shit in over here, because somebody could trip in that. My idea is, like, put a wall up in the back. Clean out the air conditioning vents, put a couple of tables up here with some soldering stations and microscopes, and bring my camera and conduct repair workshops. So the idea is, if anybody wants to solder and you're close to the University of Texas or University of Austin, you could show up and, you know, bring your soldering project, bring your electronics troubleshooting project, and get help for free. Like, I'll be doing that. That's gonna be fun. It's a nice... Yeah, the Aware Penguin, there was one place, and I forgot to write it down, and that pisses me off. There's one place that I forgot to write down that actually does have that microphone. Like, I could walk into the store and buy it. Rode TRRS video mic. Not Rode video mic, Rode TRRS. The two R's are important, because that's what the two R's are what gets you. You need the two R's in order to get the one that plugs directly into a Samsung S10e. Sherlock, what application are you talking about? I don't... Thank you for the welcome, AO. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Buy that mic in Guitar Center. Guitar Center doesn't have it. You have to buy it online and wait for it to get delivered. I want to walk in and buy it right now. I want to be an impulse shopper. I want to walk in and buy it right now. Right now. Yeah, Guitar Center only sells it online. Guitar Center is a wannabe B&H. When you hire a chauffeur, nah. Let's see if Carrie did her homework that I gave her. Hi Carrie, how are you? I super chat just to get away with shit posting. You did. You called it futa instead of futo. I gotta punch you in the arm when I see you for that. Precision camera and video. That sounds like it. Okay, when does that place close on Sunday, Carrie? And don't tell me 5 o'clock. I'll be pissed at you if you tell me 5 o'clock, as if it's your fault and not my fault for not looking it up and going there accordingly. Precision Camera and Video, Texas Media Systems. I also should call them to see if they have it in stock before I go. I gotta see if they have it in stock. Precision Camera Video or Texas Media Systems. I gotta remember that. Precision Camera Video or Texas Media Systems. I can buy a nice little mic I can plug into this phone. This is in New York City. If some clumsy jerk trips in front of your store, he owes you $25. Yeah, but I mean, it's a small, again, I don't want to bring liability to the organization. I don't have an ETA, Sherlock. There's zero ETA. When it comes to any sort of construction, there's no such thing as an ETA. ETAs don't exist. You're gonna miss the New York City ambience for a good 2 years. Oh, that's funny, because I actually don't miss it right now. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. Funny you mentioned missing New York City ambiance. I don't miss any of it. Then again, this is you know, a hipster area of Texas. So if I want, like, look, check it out. Look, there's New York City ambience right here. Vacant real estate, check. Pollution on the sidewalk, check. Graffiti, check. Like, here you go. This is your New York City ambience. Is this not an empty place that should be used for a business? It is. That is an empty place that should be used for a business. Is this not a degenerate leaving their food on the ground for no good reason instead of throwing it away? Yes, it is. Is this disgusting graffiti on a dirty-ass building that nobody maintains? Yes, it is. New York City ambiance right here. Again, as I said, Austin is Austin is New York City inside of Texas. This is New York inside of Texas. There's no... Get the Pixel 5a, it has a jack. You know, I'm actually getting a Pixel 4a tomorrow with Calyx OS on it. I paid full price for it. I like what they're doing. Massive props to Nick Merrill at Calyx Institute. But that's actually arriving tomorrow. But the thing is, this phone has a headphone jack. I just need to get the microphone. I just can't I just gotta buy it in person because I don't have a real fucking address yet. Oh, I hear Dua Lipa and Elton John playing. I love that song. Circuit City doesn't exist, usual. How many texts are working for you? 11 or 12? It's closed, just check Google. Open at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, 10 a.m. tomorrow I'll be at work and we'll start this whole thing all over again. So enjoy the windy audio. Do you know that Fudo grants program you keep linking to expired a few days? No, you just email it, Mo. Just email it. If you just email. There's a contact form on the website. Oh, that was weird. Oh, I'll tell you what happened in a minute. Oh, that was so disgusting. Oh my god. Bluetooth mics are trash because you have to deal with the compression over the Bluetooth protocol. For listening to audio, Bluetooth is great. For the microphone part is garbage. It's like 32 kilobit per second MP3 level quality audio. It's shit. And it doesn't work with apps on the phone properly. It works with the phone app, but it's not going to work with the camera or YouTube. I can't believe that he did that. Oh, that's just fucking... I'm sorry, I'm in shock right now. I'm in shock. Hey, how are you? Take your time, man. Take your time. No rush. Closes at 5. Beautiful. Closes right as I looked for it. Best Buy. What? No maybes. Best Buy doesn't sell this. Don't maybe me. Don't maybe me. Only give me a definite. No, that's... You have a nice nose. Thank you, Michelle. I usually hear that I have a large nose. I don't know. Do you speak Italian? Arrivederci. Arrivederci. The ladies love the nose. You know, I haven't had that experience. Cheap sunglasses. These sunglasses are about $8 at Target. So I had a $150 set of sunglasses and a $200 set of sunglasses. and those are both gone. I'm done with that now. So this is an $8 pair of sunglasses, so when I lose it, I'm not gonna cry. The Goodbye New York City video is 165,000 views, the second most popular video on this channel. True. Okay, so that video, yeah, that video did really well because it's 99% of the reason that video does well are all the conservative trolls saying don't bring your New York City voting habits to Texas. So I finally pinned one of their comments just to fuck with them, and I said, okay, you're right. Yeah, I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to change the way I vote when I come to Texas. I'm going to vote Democrat. How much were the white Jew sunglasses? Those were actually cheaper. Those were $100, but those were the best sunglasses I ever had. Like the way that a lot of people don't like the way those sunglasses look. Whoa. What a fly just... You little bastard. I hate flies that buzz right by your ear. That's a little asshole. Buongiorno. Yeah, remember the... What's that movie? Inglourious Bastards with Brad Pitt's character? Arrivederci. Buongiorno. I love that movie. Don't forget you parked in a 15-minute customer service zone. My boss owns the building, so I think I'm allowed. Yeah, you little shit. I hate flies that buzz right by your ear because it sounds so loud when they're inside your ear. It's freaky. Go on Joe Rogan. I emailed him. I emailed his producer and they asked how long I'm in Texas for. I'm just waiting for him to email me back. I'd love to go on Joe Rogan, man. I'd love to. And I'd be... Again, I went on Tim Pool, I went on Sam Cedar, I've spoken to the New York Times, National Review, American Conservative. Like, I'll talk about this shit with anybody who's willing to listen. Anybody who's willing to listen. And I'd be humbled and honored to go on Joe Rogan's show. My audience has been asking me to go on Joe's show for 4 years. I emailed, I shot my shot. I actually got an email, and the email back, I kind of fangirled a little bit. It said, Joe Rogan's familiar with you. Yes, he's familiar with your work and everything. When are you in Austin? And I said, well, you know, I moved here, so let me know. I gave him my personal phone number and everything, so we'll see. I hope I hear back. You fucking fly. I wish I had a thing of Windex. I gotta carry a thing of Windex on me. This is the third time I got owned by a fly today. Thank you, Alan. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Can I get a harvest bowl, please? Parking enforcement doesn't care who owns the building. Which of those properties tickles your fancy? But there's no customers there because it's a building that's empty. Yeah, that's a different one, Carrie. That's a different mic. But thank you, I appreciate it. Austin is very good about masking up. You can do it and not be harassed. What do you mean masking up? What are you talking about? Do you have any jalapenos or hot peppers or anything like that? I'll take some hot sauce. Hey, Din Dog, how are you? On the salad is fine. What is that? Okay, so can I have some extra blue cheese? I know it's extra. And that and some avocado. Yeah, if you could. Seafood sausage, I'll take. I'll try that sham dressing. What happened that was disgusting? Okay, cool. So I walked in, and this guy who was like standing next to his girlfriend, looked at me. And the moment he looked at me, he smirked and smacked his girlfriend's ass right at the register, and then like stared at me with a smirk, and then just like it was so. Oh, he was such a douche. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, that's an insecure man right there. Like, slow down, bro. I'm not gonna steal your girl. The cham dressing. I don't know how to say the first word, so I was NUOC cham dressing. Yeah, I knew I was gonna butcher it, so she found me out. Light is fine. Thank you. That's perfect. You can probably get on Rogan's Right to Repair. Well, that's what that's one of the things I'd like to talk about. I applied, and he responded to my emails, and I responded back, so hopefully I get on the show. Hopefully I get on the show. No, thanks. Yeah, I just stared at the guy when he did that, and I just kind of laughed at him and stared at him.
1889.
Oh, okay, I just.
You're good to go. Have a nice day.
You have a receipt by any chance? Sorry to bother you. Do you have a receipt by any chance?
No, you don't. But
No worries.
okay. Sorry.
Oh well, I guess I can't deduct this one as a business lunch. That's kind of lame. Okay. Let's see. I didn't get a fork. I need a fork. Yeah, I was in shock. This guy, like, I walk in, he looks at me, spanks the ass of his girlfriend twice, smirks, and then goes back to, like, his order. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you? To be clear, I'm not against public shows of affection. By all means, public displays of affection are a good thing. That wasn't a public display of affection. That was an insecure ass dude. What the fuck's wrong with you? Will be forever known as the ass stop from this day forward. I'm not even opposed to you doing that. It's, you know why he was doing it. I don't know. He's got a girl and I don't, so he's doing something right. He's doing something right. Perfect. It wasn't Joe Rogan that replied back, it was his producer. So I replied to the producer saying, well, I moved here, I'm available anytime, here's my number. That was last week. I gotta follow up. Beta was fine. Alana? We'll agree to disagree. I have HK1. Kind of slash Jason. I give her a 6.5, 6.5. Could probably be an 8 if she dressed better. Rohana was his assistant. The girl was about a 6.5, but had the ability to be an 8 if she adjusted her appearance a little bit. Not bad. You have another person that owns your business. No, I own my business. Me, myself, and I, as Beyonce would say. Oh, Matthew W., you salty as hell, bro. Of course Noah's would be on Joe Rogan. He's completely adopted his politics. They will probably give each other's high fives. You can just, you can tell the rage with which he's typing this passive aggressive shit. I'm sorry to disappoint you, man. I've had a lot of the same political beliefs for like 8 years now. Sorry. As I said, and which you chose to ignore because you're a passive-aggressive, salty fuck. I am not proud to be voting for Greg Abbott. I'm going to be throwing up in my mouth in the voting booth after I'm done with that. You get two choices usually, and they usually both suck. I haven't felt good about a vote since Ron Paul, 2008 primary, Larry Sharp, 2018 governor's election. Those are the two votes where I'm like, I would actually put this person's name on a bumper sticker on my car. Every other election I voted in has been just like just hold your nose and pull the lever. I am behind on chat by 3 minutes. Are you eating a salad? Yes, I am. I'm eating a salad. It is nutritious. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. Any investment advice? I mean, you can save 1 or 2K a month. I don't give investment advice. Check out the Oasis at Lake Travis in Austin Greenbelt. It's rained once in the past month that I've been here that I remember, and it rained for about 5 minutes and then stopped, and that was it. It was heavy rain, but it was like 5 minutes. I always wanted to text it, but it sucks the new laws. Do you have any worries about it? I don't because primarily the abortion stuff doesn't, I know this is going to sound selfish, but it doesn't really affect me much because I don't, when I have not wanted to have a kid, usually I've been in a relationship with a woman who's been on birth control, and I've worn a condom. So if I'm wearing a condom and you're on birth control, like, I don't know, this has never been an issue for me. Here's the thing, every state has its fucked up shit, right? Do I agree with all the Texas abortion laws? Not really. You have a state that's trying to take $600,000 from me, that's drawn the process out over 10 months. You have an abortion law that as long as, like, I use common sense, I'm never gonna have to care about. Like, no. It's not at the top of my head. Like, I know I'm supposed to say, like, it is. That's not really. Like, do I think it's stupid that a woman with a dead fetus has to wait 2 weeks to get an abortion? Yes. That's retarded. Do I think it's stupid that the politicians that legislate this stuff don't even know what an endoscopic pregnancy is? Yes. That's retarded. Most of our politicians are retarded. I'm not trying to do a false equivalency, it's just the reality. Most of them are retarded. Like when it came to right to repair, there were politicians that believe that if I replace a fuse in a MacBook motherboard, you've heard this story before, that I'm converting it to a PC and misrepresenting it as a Mac to my customers. Most politicians are functionally retarded about almost everything that they make decisions on. It's really which one is going to fuck up, which politician is more likely to fuck up your life, which state is more likely to fuck up your life is what I think about. You know, like if I had an employee with an endoscopic pregnancy, she'd be on a first-class flight to a neighboring state, and I would pay for the abortion. Like if I had an employee that actually, like, the fetus was dead, and they were trying to make her wait 2 months to get an abortion in Texas, I would pay for her first-class flight to New York for her and her family, and I'd pay for her to have the procedure done. But here's the thing. If I stay in New York State and every other year they try to take $600,000 from me, I won't have a business. I'll be broke, I'll be destitute, I'll be bankrupt, and then I won't be able to, and then my employee won't have a salary at all. So like, which one's worse? I'll take Texas any day. I make life decisions based on the everyday, not based on the fringes, you know? I do need window tint. Yes, I do. I'm not hiring new techs, I'm getting rid of ones. What do you prefer about Apple? I don't even really like them, it's just... I don't buy the whole 1619 Project narrative. I don't like politicians that were pro-COVID shutdown. I don't like politicians that used kid gloves when calling what happened in 2020 across the country rioting. I need a Democrat politician that's open to distancing himself from that and apologizing for that stuff. I'll be open to voting for you. Until then, I can't do it. I can't do it. I stood in my fucking store late at night holding a titanium stick, waiting by the window to try and distract people from breaking into my place. Fuck that. Never doing that shit again. Nah. Thank you, blah, blah. Well, there's one thing you like about the right way. The understanding that while science is important, that you don't make philosophical decisions as a scientist. It's like when they say trust the science. Here's what the science is about COVID spread. Science will tell you things about COVID as a disease. It will tell you about COVID spread, but science is not philosophy. Science is not economics. Science is not you can't. Saying that whether or not you should be allowed to have a job, saying whether or not you should be allowed to have dinner with your family, saying whether or not you should be allowed to have Thanksgiving dinner. Like, those are philosophical discussions. Science tells you here's how COVID is going to spread, but you don't make decisions based on that. Science also tells you that if you drink Coca-Cola, you'll be out of shape. You can still buy Coca-Cola. Science tells you that if you crash at 80 miles an hour, you're going to be more fucked up than if you drive and crash at 20 miles an hour. We still have highways with 70 mile an hour speed limits. So you don't set policy on science. Science tells you how certain things work, and then politicians weigh the pluses and the negatives to figure out what works best for society. So I like the fact that the Republicans are willing to come out and say, okay, this exists, this is bad, but here's the thing. We're not going to destroy our entire way of life and economy over it. And the understanding that you don't radically restructure the world based on a univariate analysis. I don't think I am guilty. Yeah, that's what I did in the presidential election last year, Matthew W. I couldn't vote for Biden or Trump. Like, that made me fucking sick to my stomach. I just couldn't do it. Like, I voted McCain in 2008. I voted Romney in 2012. In 2020, it was just like, no, bro, I'm not putting my name on either of these fucking dipshits. Jay says you move to Texas when I leave. Hello, JB, how are you? It's almost like good choices make the abortion thing a non-issue. That's not true. That's not true. So again, if let's say a woman is pregnant and the fetus is dead, if you keep a dead fetus inside of you, you could fucking destroy your entire system to where you will never be able to have a child again. You need to get that shit out of you as soon as fucking possible. A state that allows you to have a state that allows you to get the dead fetus out of you as soon as fucking possible, that is important. That affects you. It's not like there's no choice that you made that caused your fetus to be dead. That's bad luck. Like, shit happens. You're gonna have a miscarriage. Like, shit happens. You should be able to get that shit out of you as soon as possible. I disagree with you there. I disagree with you there. As an outsider, I've always liked Tulsi Gabbard and Ron DeSantis by being opposition parties. I think what Destiny was talking about, it's not Democrat or Republican, it's establishment versus anti-establishment. Endoscopic, ectoptic. Oh yeah, I was thinking of an endoscope. My bad. Paul S. I was thinking of this interview that I did in 2018 with the guy that makes endoscopes, and I said endoscopic pregnancy instead of ectopic. You get my point, though. You get the point. You get the point. I'm not gonna miss that near to the apartment. Fuck that place. Nothing but bad memories. They do, Emily, but the problem is they put so much fear in doctors that woman had to wait 2 weeks to get an abortion on a dead baby. Like, it was already dead. It was already, it aborted itself. All she wanted was to have it taken out of it. I've been single for 10 years and slept with no one. This is bollocks. We were able to say no. Well, I agree with you, Rohan. They're not interested anymore. But the thing is, I need to hear an apology. I need to hear that we will never do this again. This is a mistake. We're sorry. We're never going to do it again. You do that, you got me back. You don't do that, you never got me back. I want an apology and a disavowal. That's what I want for my vote. When COVID-28 comes out, when the Ligma variant comes out, we're never doing this again. The next time that we do this lockdown shit, it's going to be for smallpox, nothing less. 33% death rate with no vaccine. That's when we're doing lockdown. I'm 5 minutes behind in chat. As soon as rioters reached Beverly Hills city limits, there was a huge pushback on it. I wonder why. Yeah. Scientific question. But it's not even that. Let's say I accept 100% all the science on COVID-19. Whether or not to destroy your society over it is a philosophical decision, not a scientific decision. Science tells you what's going to happen, but again, you then have to decide. You have to take these variables and figure out what's important. The chance of getting sick and dying versus the ability to live your life, not be depressed, not lose your business and shit that you worked 20 years for, not have increased arguments, increased spousal abuse, increased stress, inflation, supply chain fuckery, everything else, is a balance. And this is the thing that Thomas Sowell says. For the person who asked, Emily Ram said that, what do you like about right wing? Is that I think that people that are more to my left think that if we only do this, everything will be perfect. Whereas I think people that are like on the right, at least Thomas Sowell says this in Basic Economics, it was either Basic Economics or Discrimination and Disparities, where he said, there are no perfect solutions, only trade-offs. And you make the trade-offs that make the most sense at the time based on the resources, the technology, and what's realistically available to you. Like, there's no such thing as a perfect solution. You're not going to have a perfect solution. Everything in life is a trade-off. I think it's the understanding that everything is a trade-off. There are no perfect solutions. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I need to get a new mic, Alana. I'm sorry. Lewis deals with dead fetus a lot. I don't deal with it a lot. I honestly haven't dealt with it ever, which is why it's not on the top of my head as an issue. Again, a state that actively tries to bankrupt me is a bigger issue to me. I'm not saying that the fetus shit is not an issue. It's just, see, politics isn't even about what you agree or disagree with, in my opinion. It's not what it's about. Politics is about. It's about the. What was the one I'm looking for? It's about your priorities. Like for me, like again, do I really care what pronouns a trans person wants to be called? Not really. I don't really care. Do I care if they want to use my bathroom? I don't really care. Do I care if gay people get married? Not really. Do I think climate change is real? Yes. Do we do something about it? Probably. Like, there are a lot of areas where I lean kind of liberal, but it's about priorities. I lived through 2020. Never again. Never again. So there's like a really small area where I agree with the right-wing side of the aisle on, but that small area of agreement just so happens to be 99% of what I find important. So it's what I notice. Oh. Are you talking about a specific case when you talk about a woman carry a dead baby? It sounds like straw manning. It sounds like straw manning because you're offended and you're also too lazy and stupid to use Google, because that was a very specific case that made it to a bunch of different newspapers. But again, like, this is the type of thing where you actually have to use Google rather than just deal with your own internal biases. But again, you're too lazy to do that. That's why you're using words that you don't know. Do you even know what the word straw man means? Or did you just hear somebody else, some commentator on YouTube use the word straw man, and now you think you know what it means? I don't think you actually know what that word means. I'm like 99% certain that you don't know what that word actually means. He's so far back in chat. Yes. And doing good. Glad to see the changes coming. Is Steve coming? JB! Yes, Steve is coming. He was the first person that I asked. I think he got one of the best deals. I gave everybody a little bit of an incentive structure to come with me. I do think Steve has been with me the longest. I'll just be honest, you're not supposed to say if you like there's one kid that you prefer to your other kids. I mean, if we're being real, Steve is the most valuable person at this company. He's more valuable than I am at this company, at least. But so I gave him what I thought was a fair offer, and he accepted. So I'm happy. I'm very happy about that. Happy, and I'm humbled, and I'm honored. Is Paul Daniel still in your company? I hope not. I'll hire a fucking exterminator if I see that damn Australian in my company. Oh my God, if I see that long-haired koala show up, I will hire an extermination team immediately. Thank you, Alana. You going out tonight? Nah, not really. I got a bunch of shit I gotta catch up on. There's a little meme car over there. That's my meme. COVID 28, they absolutely would do it all over again. Yeah, fuck that, bro. Never again, man. Never again. I mean it when I say never again. Oh God, it's hot. I forgot to turn the AC on before I got in the car. Jesus. Come on, AC. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Yes, make it nice one. I'm right wing because I want religion to play a central role in politics. See, that is the opposite of me. I do not want religion to play a central role in politics at all. Smallpox has a vaccine. It had a vaccine once it had a vaccine. Before it had a vaccine, it killed 30% of the people that it came into contact with. Like, at that point, I can understand doing, some sort of lockdown. Like, I get it. 30% death rate, sure. Jesus is my vaccine, says Alana. Okay, now you're trolling. I don't agree that religion is the root of all evil, seditionist, but I just don't think it should have a place in politics. I'm gonna lock my door because there's a crazy person behind me. Okay, he left. I'll still keep my door locked, just a good habit. I am pro-life, but I believe in a mother's right to self-defense. Killing somebody threatening your life is not murder, but it is killing someone. And my last $20 super chat was about science versus philosophy. Yes. Yeah, the thing that pissed me off when they say follow the science, we have to follow the science. The science is, yeah. Again, science says that when you drive 80 miles an hour, you're more likely to die than 20 miles an hour. Do you know why we have a speed limit of 75 miles an hour on many highways? Because we assess risk. There's risk assessment. There's cost-benefit analysis, risk-reward analysis. These are value decisions. These are value judgments. That's not science. You use the science to understand the situation, and then you make a value judgment based on the information available to you. Now, the thing that pissed me off the most about all this trust the science bullshit, like, again, so many people took that COVID the wrong way. What they did, excuse me, that is a good green tea. No sugar, the way it should be. So many people, what they did is they said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to claim that the science is bullshit. I'm just going to pretend that science isn't real. I'm just going to pretend this is all made up, and that's bullshit. That's cope. That's stupid. You don't do that. The right thing to do is to come out and say, I fully accept and understand the science behind all of this. I also understand that everything is a trade-off. There's no solution. There are only trade-offs. If you wish to minimize deaths, you'll maximize. Again, you're probably going to do that at the cost of your economy, your political stability, because once your economy goes to shit, your political stability also goes to shit. Again, the mental health of your populace, the anxiety and stress of your populace, the loss of sense of purpose that so many people in your populace have once they lose their jobs and their way and their businesses and everything else and all that shit. Thank you, Mortabo. I agree with you. Thank you. Hopefully my business does boom. You say you don't miss it, I don't believe you. New York doesn't just die and disappear. Okay, I don't really give a fuck if you believe me. You're just a random douchebag on YouTube. I don't give a fuck if you believe me. If you're having protected sex, then you're free by law, but morally you're at risk. You will not be raising the child. Huh? That part I don't understand. I don't think about raising the child. Okay, that's just provocative. Anyway, sorry. I don't think about raising the child because if I'm with a woman who's on birth control and I'm wearing a condom, the likelihood of something happening that will result in a child is just, again, I'm more likely to get struck by lightning at that point, you know? Now again, putting on a condom improperly so it breaks, you have to worry about this. Or even worse, if you actually believe the woman if she's taking pills as birth, oh my God. Never believe a woman if she's taking pills. Like, if a woman says, don't worry, I have birth control, but it's a pill, how many times have you guys forgotten to take a vitamin? Raise your hands if you've ever in the past 10 years forgotten to take a vitamin. Now, guess what's going on with that woman that tells you that she's on the pill? Exactly. You don't believe, you never believe that shit. See, but again, if she's on birth control and responsible, and you are wearing a condom, this is just not something that you're ever going to have to worry about. Is what a bike lane? You're behind in chat. I mean, I don't read at the speed of light, man. I don't know what to tell you. Steve is like an elder and he's gonna kick my ass for saying that. I like Steve. Steve is a good man. They don't make people like Steve anymore. Thank you, Alana. I'm glad AT&T is doing well by me today. Oh no, we have bots. The Bafang is definitely coming to Austin, Ding Dog. Paul is not coming with me. Paul Daniels was never here. Don't give me the nightmare of Paul Daniels being here. I just realized you're wearing a t-shirt today. You're right, Alana. I am dressed like a bum today. This is my bum outfit. This is my bummy outfit. See? Normal t-shirt. But also, this t-shirt kind of fits me funny. But it's just a boring old Uniqlo t-shirt. I still have it. It's still tucked in. So I still have it tucked in. And I wear a belt. And I wear a set of black, they're not slacks, but they're black. I don't know what you call these, to be honest with you. It's like, they're not jeans, but they're not sweats, but they're not slacks either. I don't know what you call it, but. There's a bunch of stupid comments here, actually. You had two people take two extreme sides. One side acted like it was the new bubonic plague, and the other acted like it didn't exist. Yeah, I didn't agree with either of those. The problem is that I just think which one would fuck me over more, taken to its extreme. And the people that say it doesn't exist, even though I disagree with them, the outcome, the life that I would live living under that particular regime, would be a better one than the other one. Seeing you on Rogan would be epic. Cool. Are you from Long Island? I am not from Long Island. Pull out all day, every day. Okay, see, I had an employee that thought this bullshit too. And so here's the funny thing. So my employee thought that pull out worked. And then his friend sent him a letter pretending to be the lawyer representing the woman that he pulled out on, saying that they had a kid wanting child support. So here's the thing. You guys must have missed 7th grade health class. This is the problem with American education system. Pull out doesn't work, dude. There's something called pre-cum. Before you actually finish, there's still juices flowing. It's not as much, but there's enough that you'll impregnate a woman. And if those juices come out, you could still impregnate her, even if you don't finish in her. Like, don't do that. I hope it would widen my audience, Alana. But I think it would just be a fun conversation as well. Yeah, these are $8 sunglasses. I keep losing my real sunglasses. Oh, it's my living room. It's a dictatorship, man. I like you, but you seem like a Freemason. I don't know what a Freemason is. I'm not free. I cost money. I'm a paid Mason, maybe. I look forward to you appearing on Joe Rogan's show. I hope I get invited. We'll see. Again, the last email that I exchanged, I had back and forth was a week ago. I mean, I don't think sex ed is really what matters. Like, if you're with a woman and you didn't expect to have sex with her, so you didn't bring a condom, and getting a condom means a 5-minute drive away, but she's really into you and taking off her clothes right now, is it education, a lack of education, that causes you to not wear a condom? Or is it the fact that you're thinking with your dick and saying, fuck it, do it, fuck it, like Bill Burr says? Like, it's not an education problem, in my opinion. It's a thinking with your dick problem. It's kind of like how they, in the work, so I'm supposed to in New York State, thank God, one of the few good things that happened with COVID is that they forgot about all the other bullshit regulations they passed. If you hit 15 employees, you have to show sexual harassment training. This is all because of the Me Too bullshit. You have to show sexual harassment training to your employees, and you have to come up with a plan, and they have to take a fucking class on it. Like, fuck that. That doesn't work. An employee that sexually harasses a woman, it's not because he lacks education. It's because he's a cunt. Like, I had an employee a long time ago that said that he wanted to fuck my receptionist in the ass. He was 35 years old. It's not a lack of education. You don't make it to the age of 35 and think, oh, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to tell my coworker that I wanted to fuck her in the ass on my first day of work. No, that's not a lack of education. That's you're a fucking loser. And he got fired immediately. But my point here is that there's so many times where people think education is the solution. Like, is sex ed really the issue? No, it's not. The guy is horny. He wants to bang. He doesn't want to he forgot his condom. He doesn't want to make a 10-minute drive to get his condom because he's afraid if he does that, it'll ruin the moment and the woman will realize, wait, I don't want to sleep with a loser like this. So he fucks her there. Like, again, it's not, I don't think it's not an education issue in my opinion. What they need to do is what they do with driver's ed. So there's a course you could take. It's a defensive driving course, and if you take the defensive driving course, you will save money on your car insurance. Now they don't spend a lot of time educating you. It's not education that they do. What they do is they spend 5 hours showing you pictures of destroyed, dead bodies, like bodies that are missing the face that went through the windshield, bodies that are contorted between the axle of an 18-wheeler and shit like that, and they'll go, this person was texting while driving. This person looked to the left to take a look at an accident and wasn't paying attention to what was in front of them. This person over here was drinking that evening. And that shit, like, fear. Like, Pinocchio did this to me when I was a kid. I watched Pinocchio. I did not drink. I did not smoke any. I was so afraid of ending up, I forget, Pleasure Island, Treasure Island, whatever the fuck it was. When you see the kid turning into a donkey and becoming traumatized as he's turning into a donkey and saying, please, help us. Like, that sent a chill up my spine. You got to do that. Sex education, that doesn't work. That's bullshit. What you do is you show the kids a show like Everybody Loves Raymond and say, you will be with a woman like Deborah for the rest of your life if you don't wear a condom. I think that would work much better. Scare people into doing the right thing. Like, fear. That's much better than education, in my opinion. Lewis pulling out is on top of condoms so you don't burst when you bust. Okay, that's just shit posting. Yeah, perverts won't pay attention to harassment training. Yeah, it's a joke. Like, that guy didn't need education. He needed to get punched in the face. Like, seriously, we need education around, like, the Me Too movement resulted in them saying we need workplace harassment training. Like, no, you don't. Punch him in the... Like, again, it's not socially acceptable for me to do that. The moment that guy said that he wanted to fuck my receptionist in the ass, the proper thing to do right there. That's it. That's your education. Like, seriously, that's your education. You learn your lesson real quick. Raymond was so leprosy. Oh my god! I screamed at my television set as a teenager, and I can only imagine how much I'd scream at it now. Everybody Loves Raymond is the most bullshit show on earth. Raymond just gets abused every episode by this miserable fucking bitch of a woman, and he just takes it and deals with it instead of ever growing balls or having dignity. It like watching that show actually it made me angry at my television. I would get goosebumps watching that show. And like the entire thing behind it was that Deborah was such a perfect person, and Raymond was just so lucky to have this lovely wife that would just treat him like a piece of shit every episode. Oh my, that show should be shown to children. Like if you fuck the wrong woman and if you have a kid with the wrong woman, you will be Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond. That would be a good sex ed show. Where do you draw the line between white knighting and being a good person? I think white knighting is the difference between white knighting and being a good person. Anybody that's in my circle, regardless of whether they're hot or not, anybody that's in my immediate circle gets a specific level of treatment. Whether you're my girlfriend, whether you're on a first date, or even if you're just the woman that is serving us food. If you're the person that's serving me food at a restaurant, hell, you could be the 57-year-old woman at a gas station that's kind of unattractive and just providing me with my salad. I will treat you with respect, kindness, dignity. I'll try to make you laugh a little bit. I'll speak in an upbeat voice, try to get you to smile. I'll be respectful to you. White knighting is when you act in a manner that you usually wouldn't act because you want to be noticed as a good person, because you want a virtue signal, or because you're trying to get pussy that you otherwise probably wouldn't be able to get because you lack the ability to express yourself properly. Again, I don't see as... When I was at Sheetz, a bunch of people left a comment saying, wow, he's really, really nice at that gas station and he made her laugh. Like, she must be hot. No, she looked like she was short, she was fat, she was like 60 years old. I wanted her to be happy because she was a person within my presence. As long as you're like a person that is in the little circle that I'm in, whether temporarily or more permanently, you get the same level of treatment. White knighting is when you act in a manner that you usually wouldn't act towards somebody that doesn't deserve it or hasn't earned it, because you want to virtue signal how good you are, or because you're trying to get some pussy that you otherwise would not be. You think you wouldn't be able to get if you weren't sucking up to the person. Which, by the way, women don't really enjoy that shit. They don't like that stuff anymore. Like there was story. Here we go. We're gonna have a story. So there's somebody that I was going out with for a while, and I forgot their birthday twice in a row, right? Forgot their birthday twice in a row because I was busy with work and everything that I was doing. And she, honestly, like I remembered it like at the close of the end of the day, and it was never mad. We break up. She goes out with a new guy. She wound up telling me this story in person. And the guy was like going overboard to try to get the perfect right thing for her birthday. He's in a work meeting. The guy's in a work meeting. And he interrupts the client meeting at work to spend time on the phone to order her a present. And he tells her, I interrupted a client meeting and then I rescheduled this client meeting. And this guy's a multimillionaire. He interrupts a work meeting and a client meeting in order to try and order something for her. And this is happening in front of the clients and in front of his employees. She said, I have never been so turned off in my life. I'm not only so turned off, but also so mortified. Like, you were fucking over your clients and your customers to order something for me? What are these people going to think? Are they going to think that I'm the type of woman that demands that you stop what you're doing, that you stop doing your work, that you stop building your life just to get me something for my birthday? And this was also the type of woman where, like, you could get her French fries for her birthday and she would have just been happy as long as you thought of her. You could have got her French fries and a hug and she would have been happy. Even women don't like when it seems like you're putting them on this ridiculous pedal. The lesson that I got from that is women want to be appreciated. They want to feel like they matter to you. They want to feel like you care about them. But the moment you start doing this pedestalizing shit, you kind of fuck yourself over. So white knighting versus being a good person. Being a good person is doing the shit that you would do for the people that are in your immediate area. White knighting is when you go above and beyond to do this type of stupid shit, usually with some sort of ulterior motive in mind, which is, I want the pussy. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense. Everybody Loves Raymond reminds me of my dad's relationship. Raymond and Deborah both got abused by Marie, so it's all even. Yeah, she deserved it too. Raymond was obnoxious. It was all about Raymond mom. She was the funniest one on the show. Like, yeah, that show just pissed me off. Stop, admit you were into her. Who's her? Can you guys stop using, so since I'm behind on chat regularly, can you stop using pronouns and start using, like, who are we talking about specifically? Who are we talking about specifically? Who else watches this guy driving, then grows to love? Hello, Michelle. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Or is it the girl with the MacBook Air you fixed once in an older video? No. No, not her. But yeah, a guy fucking up his business to try and get a ridiculously overpriced present for a woman that he just started dating. White knight. I don't know, something like that. Being nice to somebody just to be nice because that's what you do to everybody, that's not it. Because again, like, the way that I treat a woman that's in front of me that's hot is I treat the 60-year-old chick that is taking my order at Sheetz, who is short, fat, and ugly, the same way. Like, I treat her like a human being. Because she deserves to be treated like a human being. What are you doing, bro? Go stop. You fucking... Oh, you're texting. That's why you're doing that. Okay. As long as you don't... You know what? Yeah, let me just hit once. I'm going to turn the camera on. Wait, hit my car so I can get a new bumper, please. I have a scratch in my bumper that was here when I got the car because I got it as a demo. Why'd you have to get out? I was hoping she'd hit my car so I can get a free bumper. I could use a new bumper for free. New rear bumper. What was I saying? I grew up in a dysfunctional relationship with my mother. She put me on a pedestal because of that. I have a low self. Wait, so she put you on a pedestal so you have a low sense of self-worth? That's kind of okay. I had the opposite. My mother was the type of person that said, "You're gonna grow up to be a loser, just like your father." Texas drivers. Yeah, people drive like shit everywhere. The gas station attendant. Oh, okay, now I get it, Schwab, my bad. No, like, seriously, the gas station, like, she was 60 years old, she was short, fat, unattractive. But, like, again, like, that's just because, like, I'm not only gonna be nice to you because you're hot. If you're serving me my food, hey, how's it going? How's your day? I bet you're excited to get out of here, aren't you? It's 8:59. She's like, yeah. Like, yeah, me too. Like, again, just getting somebody to smile a little bit. Just, like, I don't know, kind of having a little bit of enthusiasm in your step and being nice to everybody you're around. Like, you should do that regardless of whether the person you're talking to is hot or bangable or any of this other shit. If you're only doing that because you want to fuck, that's white knighting. But that's, for me, I don't see it that way because I do that for everybody that I'm around. But the thing is, I try to be selective about the people that I surround myself with. I don't want to have to not be a positive person. Like, I want to be able to naturally be that all the time. So I surround myself with people where I can do that and not feel like I'm going to be taken advantage of, not feel like they're going to fuck with me or like go out of their way to say stupid shit to, oh, you're doing the blinking hazards, aren't you? Oh, that's the New York routine right there. Okay, she's not as stupid as I thought. There's 10 million empty homes and around 500,000 homeless. Housing availability is not the core of the issue. I mean, the thing is, I've seen this study for New York before. I remember reading and thinking, oh my God, that's horrible. But the way it works out in reality is much different. Like, there was like 150,000 houses, and what they did was a bunch of the houses that were available were like, okay, well, somebody lives here 8 months out of the year. It's only vacant for 4 months. Do you want somebody you don't know living in your house for 4 months out of the year? A lot of them needed construction work done, so that doesn't count. A lot of those houses were also houses where they needed, what was I thinking? A lot of these were places where they needed to, where like they needed to rent it. So it was vacant, but it was on the market. Like, it's on the market waiting for somebody to come and rent it. So it sounds like it's easy to say, you know, you have 500,000 homeless and 10 million houses, duh. But it's not that simple in reality. Let's see, where? Okay, I think we got past all these different topics. Excuse me. The world is overpopulated. I don't know. I disagree with that. I think it's populated with the wrong type of people, but it's not overpopulated. Like when people say that I'm selfish for wanting to have kids because the world is overpopulated, no. I think the world is populated with a lot of idiots. The world is populated with a lot of people that had horrible childhoods, people that don't contribute, people that take more than they give. The way I see, I want to have a lot of kids, but my kids are going to be the people that fix the world. My kids are going to be the people that make the world a kick-ass place to live. My kids are going to fix the problems. I don't know, like I'm working on my small corner. Keep as many MacBooks as humanly possible from ending up in a landfill. Keep as many people using shit that they otherwise would not have been able to afford to replace. I'm working on my tiny corner of the world, and my kids are each going to find their corner of the world and make it as good as possible. And if everybody's kids did that, imagine what the world would be like. There are so many distractions in this neighborhood, it's ridiculous. Like, literally every 20 seconds. Time to get out of here. Oh my god, a distraction every 20 seconds. What are you gonna do? Distractions, yes. Yes, distractions. I ate Whataburger once, but it was a salad, but it wasn't the highest quality salad. It was decent. Welcome to the New York of Texas. Thank you, JB. Do you live in New York, JB? Where are you at? No, I had a salad at Whataburger. It was a Cobb salad. The woman made a comment at me too. She's like, "Oh, no wonder you're in shape if this is what you're eating all day." And it's like, this is not my idea of in shape. I think she took that as insulting, but I wasn't trying to. Like, I need to lose 8 pounds for me to consider myself in shape. It's gonna be a while before I can beat Orhan in a race. Oh, that's cool. Houston. Got some people who say bullying is a good thing. I wouldn't mind punching them in the face. Let's see how they feel about it. She took you not noticing her flirt as an insult. I don't think she was flirting. She was like 80. You say the world is populated by the wrong type of people. Why do you feel that way? Solution. It's better parenting. Peaceful parenting, better parenting. I think the first 4 to 6 years kind of set the tone for the way somebody's going to grow up. The rest of it after that, I think, is just minor course correction. West 15th. Okay, I gotta make a left on West 15th. Why are you sticking out of your lane? Left on West 15th. I would say when somebody says overpopulation is a problem, why are people a problem? If the people in the world better, then I think that's a problem. But I don't think that, but just by virtue of existing, that it's a problem that we have people, that we have a lot of people. It's only a problem if they're not doing what they're supposed to. Shut the fuck up. Wait, the light is green. Yo, go you fucking dumb shit. There we go. We get out of the lane with dumb shit. Every time I see Brazos Street, I read it as Brazzers. It messes with me a little bit. I keep reading that and thinking I'm reading Brazzers. This guy's going slow for no good reason. Get out of here. I'm driving like a New Yorker, aren't I? This is New York driving. I gotta stop that shit. This is a bad habit. Really is a bad habit. With the EMS there, I'm not even able to make beat. Yeah, that was kind of pointless. With the ambulance there was no way I was actually gonna get in front of anybody. It's just a habit. It's this horrible fucking habit that I just wanted to get in front of the dipshit in the Jeep. Please don't be getting on the highway. He's getting on the highway. Boo. I could have got in front of him earlier and been fine, but what you gonna do? Okay. No big deal. What the Okay. Whoa, that would have been bad. Yeah. Excuse me. I still have to fill it out, Carrie. I was supposed to do that in the car, but I was streaming, so I didn't. Did she message me the application? Let's see. No, I gotta ask her for the link. If Greg Abbott were to ban males in Texas from listening to Tori Amos, would you vote for Beto? Yes. Yeah, but that's a hypothetical. But yeah, that would get me to vote for Beto. I love Tori Amos. It's an unconditional love. My bad, Mr. Knight. Okay, if it was a joke, I get it. Okay, I get it if it was a joke. No worries. I take back my salt. I take back my salt entirely, Mr. Knight. And here's the thing, I'll give you a wrench. Like, my apology will come with a wrench. You got me good. Welcome to England. I would put you in my house if you're very I would put you in my house if you're okay with normal and original. You know, I've never been to England. What is Alana raising her hand for? What is Alana raising her hand for? Oh, I have a question for you before I end the stream. Because in 6 minutes I gotta go. Actually, I'll wait for later. I'll make that another stream. Can't turn this into a dating series. I keep forgetting that the yellows here last much longer. Excuse me. I don't even know if that one had a pool, Amanda. But I'm never going to make time for it, so I didn't look. I don't want to have to maintain a pool. I hope it doesn't have a pool. Maintaining a pool is going to suck. Yeah, yellow lights last, I think, a full second longer in Texas than New York City, and that fucks me up. Because I think I have to stop, but the people behind me get mad because I'm stopping when I could be going through the yellow. It looks good on you. What looks good on me? I wouldn't call me a good driver. I would say I'm a below average driver. Oh, you're talking about the shirt and the pants that I showed like a half hour ago. Okay, now I get it. Somebody tell Alana that she's behind by about a half hour. All right, I'll ask the question. Yeah, so if we have a female, we have Carrie and Alana. I trust you two with female opinions. This is like a few months ago this happened. So there was this one woman that bought me a drink. I gave her my card. I got a message from her the next day saying, I'd love to talk to you or see you again sometime. I ask if she wants to go to dinner. She says yes. And then this isn't an area where you have to drive to get around. This wasn't New York City, so you have to drive to get around. So I said, okay, cool. Let me know where to pick you up, and we'll go there Friday night. And I never heard, and I didn't hear from her after that. So I said, never mind. Never mind on dinner 2 days later, because I never got anything back. We share a mutual friend, and apparently she told a mutual friend that the thing that creeped her out was when I said, cool, let me know where to pick you up from. Now, because I now live in an area where you have to drive to get places and I own a car, I need to learn the etiquette here. Like, is that wrong? Like, if you give a woman your number that bought you a drink, she messages me the next day, I don't reach out to her. Then after she reaches out, I say, let's get dinner at this place. She says, all right, that sounds great. And then I say, cool, let me know where to pick you up. Is that creepy, or is that like, is that me, or is that her? Because I don't know what because in New York City, there was no such thing as me picking a woman up because it wasn't a suburban area. Like, if we said we're gonna go someplace, you just kind of took you just both meet there by the train. I think that I dodged a bullet, and I'm kind of happy that she did that, because personally, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I think that's an immature thing to do. Like, I don't know. It seems it seems like a stupid thing to go somebody over, but I'm glad that, like, if I had acted differently in that situation, I might have gone out with you 3 or 5 times and wasted time on somebody that was, in my opinion, emotionally very immature, and that would have been really stupid for me to do. I feel like I dodged a bullet, but for next time, I'm curious what the etiquette is, because, like, I just got my driver's license last year. And I'm not used to living in an area that's car dependent. Like, I'm not used to the etiquette of, like, how that shit works in those areas. I don't think that you should be buying men drinks or asking them out if you think there's a chance that they're going to, like, that their intention is not to go out with you, but to like drive their car through your home and beat you or something. But I personally believe that I dodged a bullet, but I'm just kind of curious. It's not being freaked out by her suggestion as much as explaining it to a mutual friend instead of you. Yeah, again, I still believe that I dodged a bullet there, in the potential to have dated somebody who is very emotionally immature. Also, the other reason that I think this is important is because I was drunk when I gave her my number. So the other lesson I learned here is do not flirt. Oh my God, look at that Nissan Altima in front of me. Okay, we're gonna park very far away from that shit. The other thing that I learned there is, again, this is why I try to avoid drinking. I have a rule, which is essentially, one of the things I've said on this channel is, if I do not drink on dates. But the other rule that I really need to obey is do not drink while vetting somebody or flirting with somebody. Because something tells me that I would have noticed that this was an emotionally immature person had I not been wasted on 5 glasses of whiskey. I had a lot to drink that night. I had a lot of whiskey that evening. Like, I was very, very, very inebriated. I have very little memory of that evening. It was a fun evening, though. But, yeah, very little memory of the fun. But fun. I will read some of this chat, and then I'm going to go exercise, take a shower, apply for this apartment that I have to lease. House, whatever you call it. Let's listen to this shit. I don't want to listen to chat anymore. You seem like a great guy. Beautiful nose. Okay, there's so much with the nose. So much with the nose. She could still let you pick her up in front of her house somewhere else, not in front of the house. I think the fear in this situation is that her fear is that I was going to murder her when she got into my car. Which, again, makes me wonder, why would you agree to a date? Like, couldn't I just murder you behind the restaurant? Like, if my intention was to murder you? I guess the restaurant's a public place, so it would take more balls to murder you at the restaurant than it would to murder you at the place that I picked you up from. Do I look like a murderer? Maybe I do. Maybe I kind of look like an axe murderer. It's probably the blue V-neck t-shirt. The blue V-neck t-shirt probably does it. Like, the black pants and the blue V-neck. It really kind of, I don't know. Maybe I have the outfit of a murderer. Maybe that's what it is. It's probably the pointy shoes. Or the black sunglasses. She read that like you were asking for her address. Okay, point taken. Was she an 11? She was a 4.5, which is how I could tell that I was drunk when I was like, okay. Let's see. I don't know how that happened. I'm embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. That makes no sense, not creepy at all. It was considerate. Okay. She sounds sus, maybe. Have her drive you. I didn't even know she had a car. It's not creepy. I've had girls ask me to pick them up way before I could even ask. Okay. Something's wrong with her. Are you guys just telling me that because you're a subscriber? Because if I'm doing something wrong, I'd like to know. You should ask maybe if you want to meet up or offer to pick her up too. But she was probably flaky. Okay, true. So what I could do in the future is say, would you want to meet there or would you want me to pick you up? So that's something that I could change. Okay, that's something I could change. Good to know. Dodged a bullet. Yes, I agree with that. She sounds like a teachable moment. Is Halle Berry your type? I don't know much about Halle Berry, to be honest with you. I kind of understand she doesn't know you. Point taken. Like, wouldn't the response to that be, no, I'm good, I'll meet you there? Right? Like, I feel like that would be the proper response. Like, no worries, I could meet you there. Right. You should have asked if she needed a ride before offering. Perhaps. Okay, that's what I could change in the future. Point taken. I could definitely change that in the future. That's something that I could change. Let's see. Lewis is so New York. Sometimes. I lived there for 33 years now. Ask her preference, let her control that very scary first date. Yeah, point taken. That's definitely something I can control. Would you like me to pick you up there, or do you want to meet there? Definitely something I can do differently for next time. Guys that have said the exact same thing to me and I didn't take it weird at all. I just gave them my address to pick me up. Totally an insecurity on their part. And you haven't been murdered yet, Alana. In New Mexico, no less. I'm surprised. I think you would have been. If a woman is that emotionally sensitive, it's not worth the hassle. Yeah, I think I figured that out early on. She could have easily said, let's meet somewhere else instead. Point taken. She has a mouth, she could have suggested another option. Yeah. I think the other thing that is like, I think it's conflict avoidance. Like, people that... conflict management and conflict resolution, I think, is a really important thing for a relationship. So if you're not open to saying, no, I'd rather meet at the restaurant, or don't worry, or I'll meet you there. Like, that kind of, I don't know. I'd much rather get that out of the way in the beginning than wind up, getting ghosted 3 or 6 or 9 months into a relationship when there's actual conflict to be had. Let's see. It looks like the average Texas Ultima. Yeah, that car was fucked. Excuse me. The better and less creepy thing to do is ask women, ask how many people know their whereabouts and if they'd be okay with leaving their phone at home. Bro. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you on that side of town? I want to be. The other year you said didn't drink, now do it again. Yes. I think the etiquette is to meet somewhere rather than assume they're comfortable. Will you buy a truck now that you're in Texas? No. Every day is leg day, bro. Thank you, Michelle. That's too kind of you. Thank you for the £5. True, Zerida. I see you more as a dagger murderer. I haven't killed anybody yet. Nah, John Doe, you're trolling at this point. Yeah, you're a low-quality troll, John Doe. Because there are high-quality trolls like Brad Haynes and Carrie, but you're being a low-quality troll. How can I be a billionaire? Tarman, when I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'll ask Aaron tomorrow. You should write a book, like 5-step plan. Billionaire for Dummies. Look, I learned what I could do for next time, Alana. Carrie gave me very good advice for what I could do for next time. So now, there's only what... You can't control what others do, but you can control what you do. Now that we know you a bit better, I think you like living in Round Rock versus Austin. I'm still going to spend most of my time here. It's just that place is cheaper. One time I asked to take my car on a date instead of him picking me up, and he actually took offense to it. Maybe he took offense to you trying to lead. Buy an F550 lifted 10 feet into the air. It's a bad idea, Paulus. Yes, you are, John Doe. Every time I've read your comments so far, I've just thought it's kind of low-key, low-quality trolling. And that's just my impression. Okay. Definitely something I could have done better, Fred Chris. Excuse me. Don't trust somebody that expects you to figure them out. Yes. People should not be motherboards. Men and women are not MacBook Logic boards missing PM Sleep S4L. Uh-oh. I just got like an 8-page text message. I got like a 10-page text message I have to respond to. Hi from Sweden, have a nice day. Thank you. I also got to send, I have to fill out that application, exercise, put together, oh my god, I have so much shit. There's one person that's going to fly out 2 days early. I have to have a talk with somebody about a conference I want to go to before I arrange this flight. Oh my god, okay. I honestly should not have been streaming as long as I have been. I gotta go, man. I'm behind on my evening. I'm probably going to be up until 1 in the morning after I'm done working out. Yeah, I kind of fucked around a little bit too much today. But I needed to relax a little bit. Thank you guys for helping me relax. I really appreciate it. It was fun kind of driving around with you all. I'm going to write out my list of shit to do because I got a busy fucking week ahead of me. I will see you later. Also, Alana, I don't know. Maybe giving out where you live in... With what you tell me about your area of New Mexico, maybe you shouldn't be giving out your address that soon. I don't know. But thank you for the advice. Appreciate it as always. Okay. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.